And your new Queen of the Ring of Happiness 2024 is Hobbsy the Happiness Fighter. Oh my god. My name is Hobbsy and welcome to Happiness Fighters Army, where we're all about fighting for our happiness against the darkness of mental health, physical health, life situations, and the big bad world right now. Your girl just finished watching WWE King and Queen of the Ring and wants to give a review on it. And yeah, basically the way I'm feeling right now after watching it is sort of like with Backlash. It was a great show and all, but it just didn't live up to the hype that I was imagining it could live up to. But I get not every PLE has to be like WrestleMania hype wise. And yeah, I can see where they're going with the storylines now. So with that, let's go on with it, shall we? Now, first off, before she even watched King and Queen and Ring today, she had this compelling power to wear her mummy t-shirt. For some reason, I was like, I need to wear this t-shirt today. And now, after King and Queen of the Ring, it makes so much sense. And I'm going to start with this. We watched the countdown show before because there was a match in there that got added yesterday, which was Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair taking on Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae and for the Women's Tag Team Championships. It felt sort of like with when at Elimination Chamber, it was like one of those pre-show matches they just threw together last minute, but better. And yeah, I'm going to make my predictions for that, seeing this was made last minute, and then I'll come back to it in a bit. But my predictions, even before watching it, would have been more Jade and Belair winning this. I just don't see Indy and Candice working well as heels. I want Indy turning on Candice because she's like, I've just had enough of being that heel. Something about Indy Hartwell being a heel just does not work for me. And that's coming from an Australian, so it might be a bit biased, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, let's move on. Before that, we had the interviews with the superstars that were in the matches on the main show, and one of them was Liv Morgan. And then she says, what are you doing here? Like, facing to the person. And it was Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom went to Saudi Arabia to make sure Liv Morgan didn't win Mummy's championship. That's dedication, I'll say, for a boyfriend or lover to do that. And if Mummy is watching this, we miss you. This fan is missing seeing Radleigh's own Rhea Bloody Ripley, aka Mummy, just on the screen. And I reckon when she comes back from injury, it's going to be the best storyline ever. And we're just going to see that Aussie and South Australian rage that us women have. And I just can't wait for it. Oh, so, yeah, this storyline between Dom and Liv setting up something there as well. I just can't wait for this storyline. I can't wait for Rhea to come back. I really can't. Because I can just see this whole storyline playing out. Yes, it might change in certain scenarios, but when Mummy's pissed off, you don't want to mess with her. So I just cannot wait. I reckon we're going to get this just before SummerSlam, and then it will set up a match at SummerSlam between these two. So, I just can't wait. And I'll get more into this in the match between Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch, because, yeah. So, now that that's our way, we went to the match between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Indy and Candice. Great match. My notes on this is that Jade's outfit was reminding me of the pink Power Ranger so much, and I loved it. And I also loved Belair's matching outfit to that. I love how they're matching in outfits now that they're tag team champions, and it just totally works. Indy and Candice, I should say, focus on Belair's knee that has been injured since Candice injured it in the King Queen tournament for most of the match, and then like normal, Storm AC, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill end up getting the win in the end, and they're still tag team champions. So I don't know who their next opponent could be. Oh wait, we do know. It's gonna be Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, isn't it? They won the qualifying match. Well, they won the Fatal 4-Way for the next contendership. So that's going to be interesting, that match. And if I have to go between Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, I'm going more Shayna and Zoe. But I don't think we're going to get this match until after NXT Battleground, because now it's going to be Shayna Baszler versus Lola Vice in an NXT Underground match. So I reckon they're going to get that out of the way first, and then they'll go for the championships. I just can't wait for that match. So, yeah. So, congratulations, Jade and Bianca, still being champions. And I can't wait to see what you do with those titles more. Now, the first match on the main show was Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. Now, my notes. Becky's outfit was awesome. I think she should run with this outfit if she's continuing to be wrestling on the shows, like in WWE. I don't know. I know her contract is up in June, which is not far away. And then she probably wants some time off, spend time with Seth and her little daughter. And I'm okay with that now. But if she's going to continue, she should go with this vibe. I just love this outfit. And this outfit reminded me, or give me vibes of like an Irish Cyndi Lauper mixed with an orchestra conductor. That sort of vibe it was giving me, and I loved it. It just looks so good on her. She almost won Best Women's Outfit of the Night. Almost. But there is one other that defeated her, and I'll say who it is later in the video. Also, I love Liv's. I love Liv's give a revenge, like, oops, I did it again, Britney Spears vibe of her outfit. I know we've seen something similar to this in the past, but it just looks so good on her. So, yep, that's just the outfits out of the way. For most of this match, it was pretty cool. A lot of counters, a lot of back and forths, and just them being the great women superstars they are. But then all of a sudden, we see Dirty Dom at ringside. So, Dirty Dom's going to get involved in this match, right? So he distracts Becky at one point, but Becky counters, just Becky being Becky. And then when Liv is down and the ref's back's turn at one point, he throws in a chair to Becky while she's down and says to her, use it on Liv, because he doesn't want Liv to take away Mummy's championship. He'd rather Becky have it and then Mummy get it off Becky when she comes back. But that's not the case. Liv does Oblivion to Becky on the chair and gets the win. So now Liv is our new Women's World Champion, and I love this. This is why I love this, because yes, I am a major Becky Lynch fan, and she's the one person I would love to meet. But in this storyline, I think the better thing for Becky to do is just to bow out and just let Liv have her time in the sun. And of course, Liv is going to have this great storyline with her and Dom for a couple of weeks, I reckon, or months, depending how long Mummy is out on injury. And then when Mummy comes back, we're going to get Rampage, Aussie Rage, Rhea Ripley, and I cannot wait. I feel like this could be Rhea's heel to babyface turn. Because you could have her and Damien just like, what's going on here? You betrayed us, sort of thing. And then they go on their own. You could do it where Dom's like, I've been punished by Mummy. I don't like this. I don't like her. And then turns on her. But I feel like there's a great storyline coming between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, and I just can't wait. And I reckon Rhea will return just before SummerSlam. So then at SummerSlam will be Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. It could even be some sort of Extreme Rules no disqualification match between these two. But if it's a single match, fair enough. But I just feel like we're going to get a really great match and storyline out of these two. Also, with Becky, if she does continue, I think she's going to be more like a mentor to Lyra, and also, or it'll be her and Lyra teaming up to take on Damage Control, maybe, or just I see her more going down into the tag team division area. Her Becky, if she wants to take them off, fine. Becky always makes a great comeback, so. Yeah, that's where I see the storylines going after this great match. And yeah. Now, the next match was the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship between Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, and Sami Zayn. Now, this was a really good match. I will say that. Chad came out with Maxine and Otis, but then he said to Maxine, just go stay in the back. You don't deserve to be out here. By the way, Maxine's outfit reminded me like one of those gold statues, like at award shows. My brain's fried. But yeah, I really liked it on Maxine. It looked really good on her. So just a little side note there. And then Chad came down with Otis to the ring. What else have I got? Apparently the You Suck chants are back too, because everyone was saying You Suck to Chad. So that's going to be fun to chant again. What else? They showed a special package for Sammy's entrance. And I get it, Saudi Arabia, Sammy's second home, you may as well say. It makes sense for them to make a big deal out of him. But we also, in Big Bronson Reed's entrance, got a new QR code for whatever this Uncle Howdy entity is going to be. And I recommend you go check it out. I can't put the video up here. I'm not that technical smart, but basically what it was is someone, I reckon one of the members of whatever this family is going to be, playing a 2K24 game, and it was Bianca Belair and Bayley, like the avatars. And then he hears a noise, and then, yeah, we lose the connection. So, it's coming soon. I will say I was hoping it was going to come tonight, but it didn't. I reckon it's going to probably come now, more SummerSlam than anything. Like, they'll tease each pay-per-view before, like, they'll tease more of who's going to be in this family. But yeah, I'm going to put my money on SummerSlam now. But yeah, Sammy's package. What else have I got written on my notes? I'm just trying to read my notes because I read this like really quick. Bronson slammed Sammy into Gable at one point. That was awesome. Sammy went flying like usual. Bronson power slammed both Sammy and Chad at the same time. I was like, Bronson did a moonsault off the top rope but missed. What else? We had a 3-way ankle lock at one time. I was like, who's going to tap? Who's going to win? What else? We had a blue thunderbomb by Sammy on Bronson Reed. I was like, Bronson does a double stacked Samoan drop, like with Sammy and Chad on his back. That guy's strong, man. Bronson went flying at one point as well, like Sammy does. We had a 3-way German suplex at one point. I was like, this is awesome. Otis takes out Bronson Reed, but then he goes to also take out, by orders from Chad, Sammy, but he's like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. But he couldn't do it. But then he did, but Sammy ducks, and it gets Chad instead. And then Chad slaps Otis, of course, being like, you just did that, yeah. Yeah. And then basically we get the Halloumi kick onto Bronson Reed, and Sammy wins, and they're still Intercontinental Champion, which I get in Saudi Arabia. It's Sammy's home country. I'm a bit bummed, being Australian, that we couldn't have had Bronson Reed champion. But I feel like it could be Sammy versus Bronson now at Clash of the Castle. And some sort of Extreme Rules match or something. I just really want Bronson Reed to win this championship. And be Intercontinental Champion. It's just the first great belt. I just feel like they're trying to drag it out as long as possible with him. And I'm just not here for that. But congratulations to Sammy. And I can't wait to see where this title reign takes you now. We had an interview with Stormy Steve, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair about how they won because they showed a package before the interview, and them just basically saying to whoever's next, bring it on, sort of thing. Then we had our first King and Queen of the Ring match, which was the Queen of the Ring match. Now, I've got some notes here. Firstly, Nia's outfit was giving like Rhea Ripley mummy vibes. Like, sort of like this vibes. Because all the women have to be covered because of religious beliefs and protocols over there. But it looked so good on her. I will say that. But the best costume or outfit winner of the night in the females has to go to Lyra Valkyria with the raven wings and all. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I still am picturing this in my head and still gobsmacked how beautiful it was. I know it's to do with the heritage and where she's from and her backstory, but oh my god, I cannot see her not as a raven anymore. Oh, it's so beautiful. So, bow down to whoever designed Lyra Valkyrie's costume, because you win best female costume of the night, in my eyes. And that's why I said Becky was second, because Lyra's first. And it's not because, like, their history or anything. It's just these two had, like, the best costumes or outfits of the night. And, yeah. And with that, we'll move on to the match. I have no idea why I wrote there. Nia was mostly dominating the match. That's why I wrote. But Lyra did put up a great fight. It felt like I was trying to say in my prediction view, it's like an uphill battle, and someone described it as a Davis David. I can't speak. David versus Goliath match. Lyra was David and Nia was Goliath, the giant. So she put up a really great fight for someone against Nia's size. Nia did the Annihilator in the end and got the win, which means Nia is now the Queen of the Ring. And because of this, which this announcement was made after my prediction videos, that's why it's not in it, that whoever wins King and Queen of the Ring will get a title shot against the respective brand at SummerSlam this year. So now it's officially Nia versus Bayley at SummerSlam, which makes so much sense with the way Nia went to SmackDown, and I can't really wait to see this. I really think it's going to be a great match, and it also makes sense because now that Liv's champion on Raw, I reckon it's going to be Liv and Rhea at SummerSlam between those two, so it wouldn't have made sense for Lia to win this story-wise. But yeah, and then Triple H crowned her queen, and then we had an interview with her, basically said, like, her saying, I'm queen now, you guys hate me as queen, then you're going to hate me because I'm going to become champion. Sort of in Nia's way, and yeah. Also, I want to give a honourable shout out to Lyra Valkyria. Yes, you may have lost, but failure only makes you stronger. You gave us a hell of a match, and there's no shame in you losing. I know the Irish spirit people, they always will come back fighting, and I just can't wait to see where you go from here on out. Like I said earlier in the video, I reckon you being mentored by Becky or Raw would really work in teaming together. But if you're going to go on your own, you're going to have a hell of a ride, and I cannot wait. That's why I've said in past videos, if Becky Lynch ever does want to leave WWE, we got a good thing with Lyra Valkyria. She's like Becky 2.0. I will say that. And I cannot wait to see where Lyra goes. I feel like we're going to get some great rivalries. Now with that, let's move on to the next match. And that next match was King of the Ring between Gunther and Randy Orton. And I didn't take many notes for this match because I was watching it, but it did go a bit long in my eyes. But with the both of them, I will say it was well deserved to play out the story. But all I've got is Gunther slaps, Gunther escapes RKO, Gunther targets Randy's back because we know Randy's had back problems. We have Vintage Orton with a DDT, an RKO by Randy. Randy puts Gunther through the announce table 3 times. Another RKO, and then we got a quick pin by Gunther, which you can see in the footage, like it's like controversial quick pin, and Triple H has said at ringside he didn't see it, but looking back on the footage he did see it, so there's something going to be like a rematch later down the line. But for now, I think Randy's going to be on the injured list for a while again, or take some time off to recover, because as he was exiting, he was exiting with the ref and Kevin Owens behind him, and he was hobbling, so I reckon he needs to just take that time off, heal and rest and recover and come back the badass Viper he is. But yep, so Gunther's now the King of the Ring, and he got crowned by Triple H again, and he's probably going to go after whoever wins at Clash of the Castle, which is coming up next. So yeah, and like that with Nia, they did an interview with Gunther, sort of thing, him saying, I'm coming for the championship, sort of thing, and Gunther's thing, Gunther's way. Now, we got an announcement from Michael Cole and that saying that Crown Jewel is going to be on November 2nd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So we got that again. That's going to be fun. Another trip to Saudi Arabia. Yay! I'm not actually going, but I feel like it's just too much having 2 things of Saudi Arabia in 1 year at this point. But I get it. They got the WWE experience over there, so it's a great business move. I get that. Then we went backstage to Triple H, who had an announcement. Not 1, but 2 announcements. And that was, firstly, Drew McIntyre is cleared to wrestle again. Thank you. I miss Drew. I am full Drew with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. So to see him be back, I just cannot wait. And the second announcement was that Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest will be going at it at Clash of the Castle for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's official now. Sorry, I'm just burping. But yeah, it's official. We're going to see these 2 at Clash of the Castle, which makes sense because it's sort of like Drew's home country, so of course they're going to have Drew McIntyre there. I thought it might have been him and Punk, but I'm thinking they might save that for SummerSlam, because I can see now, like, say Drew wins this, and then CM Punk wins Money in the Bank, which I don't really want. You guys know I'm not a big CM Punk fan at all, but I get the story, and then they can make it a triple threat. Gunther, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. Speaking about SummerSlam, we have got an announcement about SummerSlam 2026. And that is, for the first time ever, it's going to go over 2 nights. On August 1st and 2nd. And let's just say it goes after going to WrestleMania next year. Hopefully, that's the thing she'll be going to in 2026. Yeah. Now, the last match of the night is Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. Now, remember what Logan said before this match. They handed his brass knuckles to Michael Cole and he said he wouldn't use them in the match. Just remember that while I'm going through it. Now, I tried to take notes for this, but it was just too exciting. And we found out that the pants that he was wearing, Logan was wearing on SmackDown, was his brother's, Jake Paul's, Prada pants, and that's why he had the brass knuckles in there. So could they be leading to maybe Jake Paul versus Logan Paul? SummerSlam maybe? I really want to see Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul at SummerSlam. That's what I want to see. Also, notes in here, I want to send my thoughts, my prayers, my love, my positive vibes out to Brandy Rhodes, who is recovering from surgery right now. We were told that, but we were not told what surgery. But whatever surgery is, I just hope you get better soon. And I'm sending my prayers, my thoughts and loves and happiness towards you, Brandy Rhodes. Because like every great man, they need a great woman. And you're a great woman for Cody. So, yeah. And also, to anyone that's watching this, send your thoughts and loves and prayers to Brandy in the comments as well. Now, we get on with the match. We got a octopus submission by Logan Paul, which I haven't seen one of those for ages, so that was pretty impressive. Cody's ribs were on fire, like in pain for most of this match, to the point where the commentators were saying that he had to breathe through his mouth instead of his nose. So, yeah, Cody was definitely fighting through a lot of pain in the ribs, and that's pretty cool. That's why I like Cody, because even if he's in pain, he'll fight through anything to make us fans happy. But within reason, of course. Then it goes out to the ringside a bit, and then there's these two people just arguing with Cody while Logan's down, and then Cody flips one of them in. And while that's happening, the other one is giving Logan Paul what? Brass knuckles. And he uses them on Cody. So he broke his promise. I didn't believe this. The whole promise of him won't use brass knuckles in the match, I didn't believe it. And that's why in my Instagram post, when he said it, I was like, I'll believe it when I see it. And I still don't believe it because he did use them. And then Michael Cole calls Logan Paul a loser because of this, and they start almost getting into a beef. Which, fair enough, Michael Cole said to him, like, he gave him his brass knuckles and he said to him, I will not use brass knuckles in this match. So he broke his promise. I don't know how much of that is real anger or storyline, but it worked whatever amount it was. It distracts Logan Paul. I have no idea what I've written here. Oh, Cody does a figure four on Logan Paul at one point, and he's like, you cannot break my leg. I was like, then why did you get into wrestling? Then Cody does a Cody cutter as well on Logan Paul. Logan does a crossroads on Cody at one point. Cody... Sorry guys, my writing is really messy. Oh, Cody didn't want to... At one point, both of them were out in the ring, and Cody just got in, and Logan was having a hard time getting in. And Cody's like to the ref, no, stop the count. I don't want to win by count out. That's what that says. Sometimes I write so quick I cannot even read my own writing. Logan does like a famous like flying frog splash thing on Cody onto the table. Like he did with like Seth, but then Seth moved and did it onto that Prime bottle thing at WrestleMania, I think a couple of years ago now. Logan does a flog. Your girl's brains isn't working anymore. Logan does a frog splash, but it didn't pay off because Cody kicked out. Then Logan yells, I hate you, Cody, in like an anger tone to him. At one point, Cody rams into the ref by accident. So does Logan, and the ref is down. So we have no ref at this point. And then Logan Paul does a low blow to Cody while the ref's down and out. And then the special ring announcer that was that Saudi Arabia guy, I just don't know his name, I can't pronounce it either, distracts Logan because he's about to use the brass knuckles that his friend had given him earlier that he put in his pants. He was going to use them on Cody again, but the ring announcer grabs his leg and like, no, you're not going to use them, sort of thing. And then Cody, because of that, he's distracted, and Cody gets the crossroads and gets the win. But he also has the brass knuckles on while he does the crossroads as well, but the ref didn't see. So, yeah. So, Cody's still champion. And that's basically King and Queen of the Ring. And like I said, it's sort of like Backlash. I was a little... The first half night, yeah, it was awesome. But by the end of it, I was just over it. And so, overall, I'm going to give King and Queen of the Ring a 8.5 out of 10 smiley faces. And yeah. Now, like Cody Rhodes finished his story at WrestleMania 40 this year, this happiness fighter wants to finish her story at WrestleMania 41 next year and claim her Ultimate Dream Championship. And she wants to meet the man, Becky Lynch, and just say thank you in person for making her this strong, confident, fighting happiness fighter. So much so that she knows she's strong enough to achieve this Ultimate Dream Championship. So if you want to see this happiness fighter claim that Ultimate Dream Championship, all you have to do is donate to this GoFundMe. And yes, I have lessened the amount. It was 20,000. Now it's only 15 because Yo doesn't want to be greedy. It's not who she is. But either way, this happiness fighter is going to fight for this Ultimate Dream Championship, because when you have not much else but your happiness and health in this world, you'll do anything for it. You'll shave your head like I have. You'll play PayPal games all day just to get some extra cash. You will sell things that you are not using just to make this dream come true. And if this happiness fighter has to do that, so be it. But sometimes being a champion also means knowing when you need some help in this world. So I need your guys' help to get me there, to claim this Ultimate Dream Championship, of meeting the man, Becky Lynch, and saying thank you to her in person for making me this strong and confident and kick-ass happiness fighter. And what this GoFundMe would do would basically pay off my place in the wrestle tours that they offer, and it would also maybe pay for my flights as well. That's all I'm asking. I can take down passport, I can take down debt, I can take down spending money, but tickets and flights are going to be my toughest rivals, and sometimes in this world, as a happiness fighter, you need help. So if you want to go donate, you can. Either way, this happiness fighter is always going to fight for her happiness, and now this ultimate dream is her ultimate happiness and her ultimate focus, and she will finish that story and get that happy ending she deserves. And with that, I'm going to end the video here. If you want to follow me on my socials, it's Hobbsy the Happiness Fighter. And I hope you guys are having a great day, filled with happiness and joy and laughter. And if not, I'm sending you virtual happiness, joyful laughter hugs your way.